In today's tutorial, we're going to build sign in, sign up functionality in Bubble. We're also going to design and develop verifying email of our users and restoring a forgotten password functionality. So let's get started. I would like to start from registration blank page, and we're going to place group element on the page. This group element is going to store our sign up elements, and inside this group I'm going to place text, and I'm going to put some input. Now I have a group. I'm going to align it to the center of a page, and I'm going to change the layout of my group. It's going to be a column. So in the editor, I'm going to change the text. The text is going to be sign up, and the size is going to be 45, and the color is going to be a little bit wider. And the input, I prefer to use my custom inputs I created before, but you can use any type of input you want. Okay, the next thing I would like to align each element to the center of my group, and the group itself I also would like to align to the center. Now I'll change width of my input and height as well. It'll be 30, 300 to 30. Okay. Copy and paste, copy and paste. Then I would like to add a button. This is a button and a text. Okay. Okay, text and button. Layout, middle. Okay. And the appearance and the custom flat button. The style of this button I also created before, but you can use any type of button you want. So a text we're going to use if the user already have an account. Have an account. Click here. Okay. Little alignment, and I'll make it like this. Okay. So the next thing, I would like to apply some spacing between my elements on a page. So I'm going to layout and apply spacing between elements. It's going to be 15. Okay, it's great. Oh, 13. Even two. Okay, much better. Okay, now we have 3 inputs, and we need to change what we're going to store inside these inputs. Okay, the placeholder is going to be type your password. Format is going to be an email, and this one is going to be also not an email. It's going to be a password. Password, and type your password. And the third input is going to be confirm password. And conformat is going to be a password. Okay. Button is going to be a sign up. Okay. Now what we have? We have okay, it's going to be like that. Okay. Now we have a group. And we need to set a workflow. When the user click on the button, we need to change, we need to register our user and send the data into our database. I forgot to change the name of my input. I'm going to make it now. Input sign up, and going to be an email. And my recommendation to you is to name each element properly since the very beginning of your project, because after a while, after 2, 3, 4 weeks of development or designing the project, you will come to the point that in your navigate, when you're trying to set any action or you're trying to set any behavior or workflow, you can't find the element you really need. So if you name your element properly, you will have higher chances to find your element much faster and reduce the time of development. So my first element is input sign up email. Second is going to be input sign up password 1, and third is going to be password 2. Okay. Okay. Let's click on sign up and set our first workflow. When the user click on the workflow, we need to send the data into our database. So let's do that. Now we have a email, a password, and we're going to set a value from our input. So I'm going to be input password value, and it's personally my preference. I really like to use 2 fields for password on a registration form. You can use 1 field, but it's up to you. But I prefer use 2. So require password confirmation. I'm going to password number 2. Okay, nice. And also what I really like to do is I really like to verify registered users' email. And I tick on this checkbox and the confirmation page. I already created a confirmation page, and the confirmation page is going to be a verified email. And this page, the user will be redirected from the email the bubble sent to him to verify his email. So I'll show it to you later. Okay, now we have we set the first part of our logic, and after we send all the data into our database, we need to set a page where our user will be redirected. It's going to be index page. Okay. Okay, now we have an index page, and what else we need to do is I would like to go to my data, and I'm going to remove my current data entities. I'm going to delete it, confirm. Okay, and now I already set all the logic. The only one thing I want to do, I want to go on my email confirmed. No, excuse me, my verified email, and I would like to place text and the button. Okay, and the button I'm going to change the style and the layout. Make it column. Okay, I'm going to change custom flat color layout. Maybe. Okay, and the text on the button is going to be confirm my email, and the text is going to be thank you for thank you. Okay, confirm the registration email. Okay. Okay, I'm going to align it to the middle of my page, and let's refresh my page and have a look what we have. Okay, now we have a very simple form to register user. Of course, we can add a lot of styling here and additional pictures or images in order to make it more attractive. But the purpose of this video is to show you mainly the functionality of registration form and bubble, and create the whole process from the very beginning till the end, how the user can register, restore email, and restore a password, verify email, and login, logout. Okay, so let's make our first registration. It's going to be a demo. Purposes hotmail.com, any type of password, sign up. Now I'm on the main page, and let's come back and have a look what we have in our database. I expect to receive the information with my email I just placed into my input. So yeah, you see, that's the demo purposes Hotmail. It's great, but our email is not verified, so we don't have information about whether our email was verified or not. So what we need to do that. So I assume that you would like to receive information like about the verifying your email, and we see that we have an email from Bubble about the verification your email, and we are on a page to verify our email. So there are two ways to receive the data about verification. The first way is, in the first approach, is to create a page like I create. So just to place the button, and after the user click on the button, we send the data into our database. But this approach is not reliable because user can refresh the page, user can forget about the page, user can open another button or tab in the browser. So in this demonstration, I would prefer use this approach, but in real life projects, I usually use a backend workflow. So when the user make a registration, he will redirect it on any page I like, and I send on the same time the information to my database after the user click on the link in the email Bubble sent to him to verify an email. So in our case, I just show how you can use without backend workflows. How we can do that? Let's come back to our editor and go to the page verified email. We open this page and let's add a workflow. When the user click on the button, we're going to change a thing in our database. We make a change a thing, and we're going to change, first of all, where I need to change. Thing to change is going to be a current user, and the field inside of this current user we're going to change is email confirmed, and it's going to be yes. And after that, I would like to set a page where the user going to be redirected. It's going to be a main page. So let's refresh the page and click on it. We are on the main page, and let's have a look on our database. And now we receive an information that our current user click on the button and confirm his email. Okay, so this is it was the first approach, how to verify email and how to receive a data. But if you don't want to receive a data, it's not necessary to place a button. Once the user click on this link in your mailbox, Bubble receive an information that the email was verified. Because we can set up any page. I set this button just in order to receive additional information in our email, in our database, in our table. Okay, so let's move on And what I would like to do is I would like to add a login in our page, okay? And I would like to add a login. Let's go to registration and let's copy our form to register. It's going to be login, right? And I would like to remove one field. This is going to be group login, okay? And I'm going to make a, login login email, and this is going to be a login password, okay? Login password, and the button, text on the button is login as well. And the text here is going to be forgot your password, click here, okay? And I'll change the color of my okay, changes. And now we have a form to log in for our user, right? And what I would like to do next is I would like to set a custom state in order to set conditions when to show and when to hide elements on the page. I would like to show you what I mean. Now what I have is, let's preview the page. Now I have a sign up and I have a login. They are shown on the same time. In order to avoid this, we need to set a custom state, and then based on the value of this custom state, we need to set a condition. Okay, let's do that. And I would like to set a condition. I would like to set a custom state. In order to make a custom state, I need to choose an element on the page, and I need to click on the button I, and then create a custom state. My recommendation is to create and store all your custom states on the main page, because after a while of after some period of time, after 1 or 2 months of development, you will come to the point that you need to fix something, and you need to change or you need to replace some elements on the page, and you need to find where your custom state was stored. And you need to click on each element on the page in order to find where your custom state was stored. And the easiest way to do that is store all the custom states on the main page, and you can easily find all of them on the same time. So I store my custom states on the main page. So let's create our first custom state, and it's going to be registered, custom state registered, and the state type is going to be a Boolean type, yes or no, and default value is going to be yes. So now we need to set a condition when current user is when registration custom state registered is yes. Let's start from no. Is no. It means that we need to this element make visible, and after we need to set a reverse condition. We're going to paste expression and make it is yes, and this element is not going to be visible. Okay, and for my login group, I would like also to set a condition when registration custom state registered is yes. I'm going to show this element. I'm going to make it visible. And the reverse statement is going to be no. And this element is not visible. Okay. Okay, now we need to set a logic when we need to change a value of our state. The first is going to be a link here. When the user click and at the workflow, we need to show our login form. In order to do that, we need to change the value of our custom state. Let's do that. So when the user click on this text, we're going to change our value to excuse me once again, let me see, have an account, click here, and then we need to make a statement yes, and if it yes, we're going to open login content group on a page. And let's refresh the page. And you see that we have login. Let's that we have a login form. So now we have a fields and we have a button. I would like to set a logic for our login form. Okay, and it's going to be login at the workflow. When the user click on the workflow, we're going to log the user in. It's going to be input login email value and password input login password value, right? And stay logged in. It means that the bubble going to store a session of our current user since the moment he was registered on the page 24 hours. Okay, and we leave this place and we leave this value as a true. Okay, so let's now we set it as a true. And after the user is logged in, we're going to send our user to the page. Destination is going to be index, right? Okay, now it's great. And let's preview. Let's refresh the page and try to use login functionality. So I have a login form. And I need to make a demo, purposes, hotmail.com, and use my email. Okay, and now we need to be okay. Now we're registered. How to identify that the user was registered? I have on the main page here. I have a reveal in elements tree. Icon. So I have an icon here, and this icon condition I'm going to set is going to be when the current user is logged in, I'm going to make it icon visible. And also I need to set a reverse condition when current user copy expression, paste expression, when current user is logged out, when current user is logged out, I'm going to make this visible, non-visible. Okay, so let's refresh the page and our icon should appear. Now we see the icon here. Okay, it's great. So it means that our current user is logged in and our icon is visible. But what if we would like to log out our user? In order to do that, we need to set a group focus The group focus is a functionality which always linked to the element on the page. So we have a group focus, and I rename it. It's going to be a group focus logged logged user, let's say, right? And this element is going to be linked to my icon here. So let make it let me think. I need to contain a column. Okay, appearance. A reference element is going to be this element. And you see that my current group focus element is right snap to the icon. Let's set a little bit of styling. It's going to be like that, like this, minus 150. I just want to make this element a little bit closer to my current icon. Okay, it's going to be like, let's say 115. Okay, I'm going to go 25. And I would like to put a text. I would like to put a text to log out my current user. So when the user click on this element, I'm going to add a workflow, and I'm going to just sign log user out. So the user is logged out, and it should be enough to log user out and hide this this icon. But what I forget to do is I need to set a condition for my current button here, and this is going to be when current user is logged in, we're going to make this element when the user is logged in, we're going to make this element is not visible, and when this current user is logged out, we're going to make this element non-visible. Okay, so let's refresh the page and have a look what we have. Now we have a button here, icon. Oh, sorry, excuse me, I forgot. I need to set a workflow in order to show this element, right? Okay, so I need to click on icon, then I need to go to workflow, and when the user click on this element, I need to go to element action, show, and the name of my group focus element. Okay, cool. Let's refresh the page. And I would like to click on this, and we have a logout. I would like to add a little bit styling in order to, because now as you can see, we have a same color, and it's not I can't understand where is my group focus and where is my page, so I can't distinguish two elements on the page. So I would like to change, let's say, color to make it a little bit gray, and roundness, let's say 7, and the borders going to be solid and very light gray. Let's refresh. User click and log out. So let's click on this element, and we see the button sign in, sign up. Okay, so let's have a look what we have here. Why the button is not shown. Current user is logged in. Okay, excuse me, I forgot to tick the checkbox. Let's refresh the page again, and now we see that we need to then we're clicking on the sign in, sign up. We are going to login form. Okay. The last thing we need to do is we need to set a forgot password. In order to do that, I would like to come back on my registration page, and I would like to click on this element. When the user click on this element, I'm going to show a password. Okay. I'm going to show a pop-up, excuse me. I'm going to show a pop-up. And this is going to be a pop-up for forgotten password, right? Okay. And when the user click, I would like to, let's say, change color. It's going to be back color, and the color is going to be like that, let's say, right? And then I would like to put some visual elements. Input form, text, and text going to be restoring your password. Leave your email address. Okay, and I'm going to change the color. Okay, and then input is going to be input custom. And I'm going to change a column, and both of two elements are going to be aligned in the middle like that. And this 300 to 30 is going to be like that, and here is going to be type here, type here password, and it's going to be a password, right? Okay, and okay, and of course I need a button, right? Going to be a button. The button going to have styling. It is going to be a custom flat, and there's going to be 330 and like that. Okay, and the spacing, let's say 8 spacing. Okay, restore send me new password. And what else I would like to do is I would like to add two text. The first text is going to be about when the user clicked on the button send me new password, and it's going to be thank you, we check your email with a new password, let's say, right? We're going to show in this text when the user click on the button. And another thing, I would like to add a icon. And it's going to be close, let's say. Let me find this. Going to be this element. I'm going to make it right. I'm going to make this element first. Make this element first, and I'm going to feed width to the content. Going to be 0, and the feed width to the content, and the height as well. Make this fixed height, fix, let's say 20, and the max is going to be 20 as well. Okay, and I'll change the color to white, let's say, right? Okay, great. Okay, so now we have a pop-up on a page, and we need to set a logic. The logic going to be quite simple. Let me think. When the user click on this button, we're going to add a workflow, and the workflow is going to be account and send a password reset email. It's going to be input, forgotten password or value, and subject is your reset request, and it's text, so you can place any kind of text you like. You can put any any kind of information here. And what else? And you can also add a dynamic data, so we can add name and other data you'd like to use from current user. And what else? And after that, I would like element action, hide, pop up, right? Okay. What else? And it's really important that I need to create a custom state, I think, right? What custom state is going to be about? We're going to create a custom state for pop-up. So pop-up is going to be for yes, no statement, let's say yes, no. Pop-up shown. Let's say that it's going to be empty. Doesn't matter currently. Clear selection is going to be empty in a moment. And when a user click on this text, we're going to set a condition. We're going to set a condition for this element. We're going to when registration custom state pop-up shown is yes, we're going to show this element. This element okay, this element is going to be shown. Data source, contain alignment, bottom, border gray out, horizontal, and the click on remove condition. So let me refresh the page. Forgot a password. And we need to open my pop-up window when the user click on forgot your password. In order to do that, I would like to when the user click on the button, I already set a workflow, right? When the user click, I would like the element action to show element pop-up forgotten password. Okay, let's refresh the page. Okay, click, and we see even with animation, right? So we have a password here, and what we can do, I also would like to show you when text forgot clicked, we're going to set focus. Set focus, it means that we can set our mouse cursor going to be input for a password. Let's refresh the page, and now you see so let's type a password, not a password, excuse me, I need to set an email here. Yeah, excuse me, I need to fix it. Pop-up, type a password, I'm going to be an email. Okay, type your email. Let's refresh, click, type your email. Okay, demo purposes hotmail.com, send me new password, voila. And after that, we click on this button. After we click on this element, we can also change our workflow in order to show a text. Thank you very much. You can check your email box and etc. etc. But it's quite simple. So I assume that you can do it on your own. Let's check our email box, and you see that we have and we receive an email from Bubble, submitted a request to reset your password, reset here. And this is the page, this is the built-in page from Bubble to reset your password. So this page is a reset PW. You can go on this page. This is here. This is here. You can't you can edit this page so easily, and yeah, so it's up to you. You can make some experiments and you can change styling. Okay, this is I think I'm done for today, and I showed you everything that I wanted to show you. So thank you very much, and on my next video I would like to show you how you can make a registration in Bubble using Google social buttons.